Minecraft Skyblock, one of the most iconic Minecraft challenges out there. Starting with the player up in the sky on a small platform with only a few items at their disposal to start off with. Items essential for survival, such as ice for water, a lava bucket, and other stuff. But what if we got rid of all that stuff and just spawned on a single tree, on a single block of dirt, alone in the void? How would we go about surviving? Well, that's exactly the situation that we're in this data pack. This is Skyblock Beyond. Before starting, I want to get some stuff out of the way here. This is a data pack, which changes a lot of things about the vanilla game, but it's not a mod. So, you don't need Forge or Fabric or anything. You can just put this in your data pack folder and it will run. But you also need a resource pack. The link to both of those will be in the description. This data pack changes a lot of things about the vanilla game. For starters, recipes. There are a ton of recipes in this data pack, as well as some changed ones for vanilla. As we play through, you'll see the insane types of recipes that they have us crafting. But for now, we might as well just start growing some trees. Now I know what you may be thinking. Do we really have to sit here and wait for the tree to grow? This will take ages. Fortunately, we don't have to wait, because one of the neat things that this pack adds is the ability to twerk on trees in order to help them grow. Which seems familiar to something I remember. With the tree successfully grown, we can proceed to farm some wood. Here's where one of the new recipes come into play. Everybody knows that you can craft 4 planks into a crafting table, but did you know that if you put a crafting table inside of a crafting table, you can get a sky crafter and a piece of paper. A sky crafter is used to craft any of the pack exclusive recipes. Also, you can leave items in it when it's not in use, which I think is a pretty cool feature. Using the sky crafter, with that piece of paper given to us combined with an oak wood block, we can create a knowledge desk. The knowledge desk is also a very critical item to have in this pack, as it pretty much tells us how to do everything correctly, whether that be with the recipes or describing how certain blocks do stuff. If we use the knowledge desk and go under the tools and wands section, we could see a ton of different items, but what we're looking for here is the wooden crook. Breaking leaves with this makes it so that there's a 100% drop chance every single time, whether that be saplings, apples, or sticks. However, there is also a very small chance that you could also get something else. That's something else being silkworms. These little things, whenever put into a skycrafter, turn into string, which could be used for a whole bunch of stuff later. Hey guys, editing me update. I didn't know this until now, but you can actually put the silkworms into the tree, infecting the tree, causing all the leaves to turn into cobwebs, which will give you way more string. So, definitely do that if you need string. Don't just turn silkworms into string. Definitely infect the trees, and then do that, because you get so much more string. With a wool block obtained, I think it's time we expand our base a little bit. With some more room on our island, we can look for something to take up that new space. And would you look at that? A barrel! Now this may not seem helpful, but trust me when I say it's a game changer. Putting one of these down and right-clicking it with saplings in our hand allows us to fill it slightly. Putting in 13 saplings fills it completely, where after that it starts compacting itself into dirt, effectively making infinite dirt, so long as we have saplings, but that shouldn't really be a problem so long as we keep crooking the leaves. Crooking? Is that the term? That's the term we're going to use. Now, it does take some time to compact it into dirt, so I figured I might as well make 4 more barrels to help speed up the process a little bit. Looking back into the knowledge desk, next to our barrels, we see a sieve, created with 4 logs, 2 sticks, and 1 slab. What does this do, I hear you ask? Well, it sieves items. I know, revolutionary stuff here, guys. But for real, you can place different kinds of blocks above it, and it'll give you different drops. However, in order to use a sieve, you're going to need a string mesh. Making those aren't too expensive either though, only requiring 9 string. You're also going to need a hopper placed underneath of it, but we don't have any iron, I hear you say. Luckily for us, the devs added an early game hopper, made out of oak logs and a chest, which functionally is the exact same as a regular hopper. In order to move any of the items that you make with the Skycrafter, usually you need a wrench in order to move it. Wrenches are very easy to make, it's just 4 oak logs. Now we're finally ready to use our sieve, right? Now, you see, there's one thing I neglected to mention until now. This pack makes use of power, both torque and electric power. Electric is much further down the road, but how are we supposed to create power? Luckily for us, there's a power tab in the knowledge desk, which gives us recipes for each and every form of power. Now, when you're crafting an item that uses power, it'll tell you in the recipe how much power it'll consume in order to work. The sieve only needs 5 power, meaning creating a small windmill will do the job. But of course, in order to craft one of those, you're gonna need some stuff first. It's about here where I realized just how complex this Datapack is. You're usually gonna find yourself needing 20 different things in order to make one simple thing work. There's no way around it either. Everything must be worked for. So, in order to make a small windmill, you're going to need 4 wool, 2 sticks, and 1 wooden gearing. The first 2 things are easy enough. Just crook some leaves, get some silkworms, get enough string for the wool. Sticks aren't hard to come by at all. However, the wooden gearing. In order to get 1 gearing, you'll need 4 wooden gears, and a wooden tool rod. To get the wooden gears, you'll need 4 oak wood planks, 4 sticks, and tar. Tar is gotten by putting oak wood into a dirt furnace. What's that? What's a dirt furnace? Well, obviously, it's a furnace made of dirt by putting 8 dirt into the Skycrafter. With the tar made, we can craft the gears. Now, onto the tool rod. We're going to need blank patterns, which are crafted by 2 sticks and 2 planks, as well as a tool workshop, crafted with 7 oak logs, a blank pattern, and a Skycrafter. Once we have the tool workshop, we can go into it and place a blank pattern inside, followed by a stick in the new slot that appears. Doing so will let us craft a tool rod pattern. After this, we can place the tool rod pattern where we had the blank pattern, then input 2 sticks where that ingot symbol is. Finally, pressing the click to craft button gives us the wooden tool rod. So now, we should have everything we need in order to make a small windmill. Which we can place next to our sieve, finally making it work. Placing dirt on top of the string mesh gives us these 4 possible drops. You can upgrade meshes further down the road for better drops. After sieving a few more blocks of dirt, we get 4 stone pebbles. By putting those into the Skycrafter, we can create a block of gravel. And putting that gravel back into the sieve has the chance to give us flint, as well as some other things. With a singular piece of flint, we can effectively craft infinite gravel. How so? Because if we check back over at our knowledge desk, we can see that there's a very easily to make flint spade, only needing 1 flint and a stick. Using the spade on a piece of gravel, or dirt in this case, gives us pebbles, and occasionally bones as well. But you see where I'm going with this, right? From the dirt you can make pebbles, from the pebbles you can make gravel, from the gravel you can make flint, from the flint you can make a flint spade, and then from there you could just keep making gravel. This seems like an oversight, but hey, if it works, it works. If you enjoyed today's video, make sure you like and subscribe. If you have any questions about the Datapack, I left a link to the creator's official Discord in the description, as well as all the sources needed to run it properly. Thank you very much for watching. The next video is going to be a long one. It's Friday Night Funkin' related. So, if you're interested in that, check it out when it drops. See ya!